I see something nice. Yours for the taking.
That's it?
Glad to see you didn't stumble into a hole and You really do make an invaluable field assistant, Meddler. Even your watchling friend here played his part expertly. Now please, the Glyphic. I can't stand to wait any longer. Curious. I've handled my fair share of fated Glyphics, but something about this one seems almost familiar. Like a tone ringing at the edge of my memory. A song, perhaps. A lullaby? How very strange. It's no secret my travels take me far and wide. I go to places far beyond what a simple compass or map might show. And in my travels, I heard an interesting rumor. That the Prince of Knowledge had found a special fate. My fate, in fact. I believe it does. Whether it's one fate of many or a singular inevitable fate, I won't know until I activate it. Funny, after all this, I find myself hesitating. Give me a moment, Meddler. Perhaps take this time to calm your watchling friend.
It's not a good idea to look at your own fate. I wonder why my master is so fond of that particular one. Speaking of fate, you certainly helped me salvage my own. To think I came this close to being tossed into the Nemesis looms. I wish I could say I enjoyed our adventure together, mortal. However, you and I both know it was far too distressing to be fun. Still, this watchling is certainly grateful for your help. Take this reward. You earned it.
Well, here goes nothing, Cosmo. Thaddeus, you must listen closely. The fate of the plains depends on it. So the rumors were true. Mora really did learn my fate. Don't talk over me! Understand that when the time comes, you must say no. I must say no? What in oblivion am I talking about? In my timeline, things didn't go exactly to plan. But I hope you'll glimpse this causality in enough time to change our fate. It seems the only person who can fix a Thaddeus Cosma mess is Thaddeus Cosma. How exciting.
What do you need?
Welcome. Martina's research lives on. I believe with further development I can adapt her methods and modify the Fate Weaver key itself. But let's crawl before we walk. First, we confirm if scrying for frayed fates is even possible. It's time to put my failure behind me. So far, the fates have come to me. With Martina's research, we can scry for one, find it, and shut it down. What do you think of that? This is why you make a good collaborator. Your focus. I place in your hands the Fate Weaver key. Still flawed, unfortunately, but newly modified thanks to Martina's notes. Follow along with me, and we'll seek out a frayed fate. Observe this thaumaturgical quadrant. Gripping the key, activate each of the beacons. Wait, that must be Fathom's Drift. Superlative! The drift is in the far north of the region. I'll meet you there. That was rough, unrefined. I can do better. But we've got our first success, and a location. We shall stitch together the unraveled threads of my fate. Mistakes made in forging the Fate Weaver key will recede into the past. Together, we will reap the rewards of knowledge, insight, and scholarship. Just as Martina would have. It's a sinkhole in reality. A graveyard for ships from across the realms. Hermaeus Mora is the Tide King after all. In his role as Master of the Seas and one whose tentacles rise from the deep, he claims sunken vessels to add to his trove. Truly? I have no Orbiso idea why a path unwalked would lead me there.
building up a staff. Good thinking.
It is my will. Away, you pestering phantom. You're here. Blast these frayed fates. Let's get in there and turn theory into practice, eh? Smooth these things back into the universe. Well, first, we enter the drift and find the darn thing. The Fate Weaver key in your able hands will lead us where we need to go. Now, properly attuned, it should allow you to tug on the threads that bind my fate to me. We use the Fate Weaver key itself to bind this frayed fate back into the fabric of the universe. I'm not, well, to be totally honest, I'm not exactly sure what that will look like. But we're armed with the dead friend's knowledge. We'll see it done. Into the drift! Huzzah!
This looks nice and inviting. You ready?
You! Traveler! I need help. I was swept overboard in a storm and found myself washed up in this terrifying land. What happened? I must find my ship. I must find Nanarel, my father. Are you real or just another spirit? I am Landervel, first mate on the opulent Gale. My father, Nanarel, is the ship's captain. We were trapped in a horrible storm. I fell into the churning sea. I was dragged under the waves, blacked out, and awoke nearby in a ship's graveyard. I need to find my father and my ship. When I last saw him, he was at the wheel, clutching his treasured belongings, a locket, a spyglass, and the ship's logbook. Our ship must have run aground. We need to find him. Oh, thank you. I fled from Ghosts and Daedra when I came ashore and heard one of them call it Fathom's Drift. I will not leave this place before I track down my father and our ship. Surely he survived the storm.
A whole stack? Very nice.
The Fate Weaver key will be our guide. It should make visible the threads that bind me to the nearby frayed fate.
The wrecked ships are ahead through these sea caves. Look for my father's belongings. If we find them, we'll likely find him as well.
Haunt someone else, why don't you?
My father treasured this locket. He wore it on every voyage for good luck. He would never leave it behind. But it is
There,
marked with a symbol
a thread.
of
Untie it, and we'll follow the thread to the next. And the next! was woven past that door! Up the ramp! I think I see something! Out of there!
Huh.
Look there!
Easy.
This distortion is afraid fate. Let's pull this situation into focus.
Off the deck, Ascender. Stop lollygagging, Ascender. I'm tired of all this.
What? A sailor? How odd. I haven't wanted to be a sailor since I was a child.
Bilge rats and stale bread. I'll never make it to first mate. Such potential. Stronger now.
Twitching tentacles, what is that?
I grow stronger.
Quickly, use the key. These room forms should banish that thing.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Daedric Princess.
Not be undone.
It worked! Oh, I wasn't sure. What we just witnessed. Distressing, horrid, disconcerting. Apologies, cohort. I'm free associating to deal with my emotions. Of course, just processing. Tem, it seems, was telling the truth. Afraid fate has grown in strength somehow. Become adversarial. Allow me to take back the Fate Weaver key. I'll need to consider this new information. The introduction of this adversary into the experiment was unforeseen. Let's reconvene in my room at Cypher's Midden.
Landovel, my boy! You brought my son here. I thought I lost him. For that, you have my thanks. I'm Nanarel, captain of the Opulent Gale. My son's been restored to me. We must complete the pact before this gift is taken back. I watched my son swept overboard. He would drown in the storm. I appealed to a greater power, but didn't complete the ritual. We must finish the task, lest he perish again. You must sacrifice 3 tokens from my past. logbook, spyglass, and locket at the unquenchable brazier near the entrance to the Sea Caves to seal the pact. Do this for us. You brought my son here. I thought I lost him. For that, you have my thanks.
I am alive. I should be dead. I need time to think all this over. Let's gather the items my father's spirit spoke of and go back to the brazier where you found me.
Always room for improvement. I'd be mad if I went out like that. Over so soon.
My father's handwriting. And someone else's as well. What does it mean?
What are we up to today? Loot there, don't pass it up.
I cannot believe it. My father traded his life for mine.
Let me tell you all, my friend. Then you can cast the items into the flames and complete my pact. I will tell you everything. Of my relationship to the Daedric Prince, and what I did to save my son. The pact was with Hermas Mora, who sleeps with his secrets in the depths. I have learned an incantation to entreat with him from an ancient sailor, and inscribed the summoning into my logbook. When I saw my child swept away in the storm, I knew he would perish, and I invoked the pact. Hermas Mora heard my prayers and answered, at a cost. My son was saved, but I am fated to serve as Hermas Mora's guide in this land of lost souls. You must burn the relics of my past, so I exist only in memory. Sacrifice the spyglass, logbook, and locket in the... You've heard what I have to say. Now place the sacrifices into the flame.
The logbook. Why didn't it burn? I don't understand. How is this possible? Hermas Mora has changed the bargain. It now reads, "Let Nanarel, or the memory of him, become my guide for the drowned dead." The words, "or the memory of him," are new. What does this mean? You mean to suggest Hermas Mora wants me to forget my own father? Forget our time together? Surely I would never... No, I will do it. If it means my father will return to the mortal plane, I will do whatever it takes. Hermas Mora will trade my memories for my father's life. I would forget him, but he would live. Yes.
I would rather perish than let my son forget me. Let me seal the pact. I'm unsure how you came to help my son, but I'm indebted to you, stranger. Give me the book, so I may finish this. I made my choice the moment my son was swept overboard. Hermas Mora honored his side of the deal. I will honor mine. And I should have a son forget his father? I would rather perish, literally. Let me honor the original promise I made. My son is stubborn, but he offers too much. Give me the logbook.
Traveler, give me the book. I will gladly trade my memories for his life. My father put everything on the line to save me, but I cannot let him die. Not if there's a better alternative. Should I hesitate when my father made the same choice? This isn't what I wanted, but my memories seem a small price to pay for his life. Give me the book.
I'm unsure how you... And I should have a son. My son is disappointed, but you respected my wishes, and for that, I am in your debt. Let me offer some small reward for your aid. And know that, should you find yourself in these lands again, my spirit will always be with you. Hear me, Hermas Mora. My liege, seal our pact for eternity. We rebuke your other offer.
My father. Gone. I have no words. I am grateful for your assistance, Traveler. Please, leave me with my grief.
Eyes up. Weapons ready. We've got this.
There you are! Come, let's talk. I'm ecstatic.
Incredible. Somehow, my experiment seems to have created a new, previously unseen mystic phenomenon. One frayed fate consumed the other by means and for reasons unknown. I'd be even happier if it didn't want me dead. Ha! Yes! I mean, would I prefer this adversary enjoy a strenuous argument over a pot of tea? Without a doubt. But you have to understand, I believe the Fate Weaver experiment was an abject failure. Indubitably. And mark me well, this discovery would not have been possible without your insights and abettance. We make a superlative research duo, you and I. I haven't had a competent cohort in some time. I must. My fate is still frayed after all. It must be restored and this dark being dealt with. But now, a question for you. Would you be willing, if you have the time and inclination, to continue our collaboration? Together, my new cohort, we began the work of understanding the nature of fate. We put an old friend to rest. And someday soon, we'll repair the key. But for now, accept my promised coin with enthusiastic thanks. Onward and upward! Together, cohort, we will accomplish stupendous things, remarkable things, for research! Arrival, anticipation.
They say mortals don't age here. Can that be?